To our Wednesday night call. It is July 20th and it's obviously Wednesday. I'm super excited for tonight's call. But first, we have some things to talk about. Some announcements. I gotta turn off my browser in the background though because I'm gonna see notifications galore and it's just gonna drive me nuts. And let's put the watch on airplane mode. So next week there is no team call because I will be in Summit. I will be in Nashville at Summit with some of the awesome coaches on the team. So there's no call on Wednesday night. But on Thursday and Saturday, there is the option to watch the live stream of the opening and closing ceremonies. Sorry, still scrolling. And I really highly encourage you guys to watch. I know a couple coaches that couldn't make it to Summit last year are watching the live stream, and it's just very motivational. It's very inspiring. You get to see my giant face on a giant jumbotron and hopefully not trip across the stage. And let's be honest, that's the only reason I like watching, right? No, I'm just kidding. But no, you guys should join and watch the live stream. You'll find about the newest programs, the newest launches that are happening. And it's just a lot of fun. And you'll be able to find out when Summit tickets are going on sale so you all can join us next year at Summit. My goal next year is to triple the size of our coaches that are going this year. So no call on Wednesday, but I will be back the following Wednesday with like a Summit wrap up. A couple of other things. Super Saturday, Super Sunday is going on the first weekend in August. I don't have a planner near me. Imagine that. Hold on. Get my life together. It's going to be August 5th or August 6th or the 7th. Find one close to you guys. There's one in Columbus, and the Columbus peeps are in the area are more than welcome to join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. I dare you and I challenge you to venture out and go to a Super Saturday, Sunday. I don't care if you're like, well, Ashley, I'm going to Summit. I don't need to go. Yes, you do. You still need to go. Like, it's going to pump you up. You're still going to find about all the things that you missed on out at Summit. So please make it to a Super Saturday or Sunday. If you check the FAQ, you can find a location. Anna, yes, you have to watch it. Okay, I think those are all the announcements. Oh, tomorrow there's a new coach call. I know it's in the middle of the day. I got a lot going on this next week, so I can't do any calls at night. I will record it, but hop on if you have time during the day. It's a new coach call. We're going to go over a ton of information. I'm super excited. I feel like Chrissy's my assistant. Chrissy, am I missing an announcement? Because I'm just not very collected tonight. I don't think so. I don't think we're missing announcements. No? Okay, so with that being said, we picked haters. If you're new to the team calls, every team call we do a motivational, I don't even know what they're called. People like them. There's a chat box on the side, guys. Use that chat box. I want to hear your takeaways while you're listening to the video. So tonight is haters. Here we go.
Haters will see you walk on water and say it's because you can't swim. They will see you become successful and say it's because you got lucky. They will see you making progress and say it's because you had more opportunity. But then they'll see you fail and say it's because you weren't good enough. They'll say that you couldn't handle the pressure because you lacked character. I guess they didn't know what I knew. That I would make it, maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. I said, I guess they didn't know what I knew, that I would make it. Maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. I guess the haters didn't know I was only getting started. I guess they didn't know that my failures were the fuel to my fire, that my character thrived under pressure, that being like everyone else was the only way I could really fail. You see, first they mock you, then they laugh at you, then they belittle you, but then they beg for your help. If you weren't by my side during my struggle, through my valley, don't expect to be there when I stand at the top of the mountain declaring success. You had your opportunity when I was down and out. I guess they didn't know that I knew that no matter how steep the mountain, I would reach the peak. My vision does not see the pain at the bottom of the mountain or the struggles in the valley. It sees only the glory standing at the top of that mountain. My will sees not the pain and sacrifice. It sees the pride and the character. It sees me arriving at my destination. Now, haters, what have you got to say? What excuse can you come up with now? What is the reason that I made it and you didn't? What is the reason that I continue to outperform you? That's right, because you made excuses and I didn't allow it. While you were busy making excuses, I was busy making things happen. While you were pointing the finger, I was raising the bar. When you didn't believe in me, I believed in me. While you was focused on tearing down my dreams, I was too busy making sure they came to life. You thought your nonsense was affecting me. It was only pushing more fuel into my life. Defeat, failure, setbacks, listen to me. Come what may, make no mistake about it, I will find a way. The difference between winning or losing, the difference between those who do it and those who don't make it in life, and listen to me, it isn't about talent. It isn't about any type of magical formula. The difference is character. It is your human spirit. And if you're going to make it in this world, living out your dreams or living out your nightmares, it is completely up to what you do. It all comes down to you.
That's a short one. All right, let me put these headphones in so my husband doesn't yell at me so he can actually watch TV tonight. I don't know why. It really bugs me that you guys can't hear me with the headphones on with the Spotify. I don't really get that. So if you're new to the calls, this is what we've been doing weekly, and I love it. I think it's a great way to kick off our team calls. And it's a different one every single time. I have to delete it so I don't forget that it's on here. If you follow me on Spotify, guys, you can find this station as well. It's called Team Call Talks. Oh, hold on. I got to meet somebody. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into tonight's call, and you can keep talking in the chat box about whatever like really inspired you with that thing. Use the chat box during the call. I have no slides tonight, so if you have a question, put it in the chat box. That way I can answer it during the call. Spotify name is Ashley Odenwiller. That sounds right. We're going to go with that. So tonight's call, we are talking about tips on recruiting and different ways to invite. You guys have been, where am I on my screen? There we go. Okay. You guys have been asking me to do a team call on inviting, and I finally listened, and here we are. So it's kind of a hodgepodgey. So have your notes ready. Put the cell phones down. Challengers can wait. Let's pay attention to some of the amazing tips I am giving you. You guys know I don't like the word recruiter, but it's true. You guys know I'm a strong recruiter. I add coaches like it's nobody's business. It's just something I'm good at. Some people are really great at challenge groups and really great at coming up with trainings and really great at coming up with like scripts and stuff like that. And my strong suit is recruiting, and that's totally okay. We all have different strong suits. So let's start with number one. Number one, get out of your own head. So the reason most of us don't invite, raise up hands. And I need y'all to be honest with me. We have 4 vital behaviors. Daily, are you inviting? Inviting to the business. Raise your hand if you are daily inviting to the business. All right. My people that aren't raising our hands, that changes today. That changes today after this call, because we are not having chatty time afterwards. We're working the business afterwards. If you're on the Zoom with me afterwards, we're inviting to the business. No more. That changes today. They're called vital behaviors for a reason. If you're not where you want to be in your business, it's because you're not doing the vital behaviors. Inviting is a part of the vital behaviors. So growing your team and inviting is a must. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're not inviting, you're very complacent in your business, and your business is going to go nowhere. Mayor also wants to reinforce the fact that you need to be inviting daily. That's why he's barking right now. But it's true. Like, if you're not inviting, your team isn't growing. Your business isn't growing. Your income isn't growing. You have to be doing it. So I kind of broke these down into 2 things. Like, if you aren't inviting, this is what's happening. If you are inviting, this is what's happening. So if you're not inviting, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your coaches aren't going to invite either. Guys, how many times have I heard it from you? well, Ashley, I haven't really seen you add a lot of new coaches lately, so I haven't had my momentum. It's no secret that when I have a bad month, we all have a bad month because we all feed off of that momentum. Guys, do you know that we have had 22 new coaches in the last 7 days alone to Team Fire to Get Fit? 22 coaches. We have not done that since March. Mayor, we have not done that since March. This is good. Like, we are growing. Our team is growing. We are changing lives. Like, that is a very big deal, and we have this momentum. If you're not inviting, that means you're not doing your vital behaviors. If you're not doing your vital behaviors, your business isn't growing. If your business isn't growing, your income's not earning. And if your income's not growing, that means, guess what? We're going to go back to you're not doing your vital behaviors. They're a must, guys. Like, you guys should know this. And obviously, your why is not going to be happen. The root of us working this business is that we have to be connected to our why day in and day out. My why currently is to get out of debt completely. No student loans, no house mortgage. That's it. That's the only debt we have, and I want that gone. That is why I work my business every single day. So you have to be connected to your why. You have to be connected to the reason that you're going to keep going, even on the days that you don't want to give up. And if you don't have a why, we talked about this 2 phone team calls ago, but you have to find a why, and you have to be connected to it. But if you are inviting, I don't know what's going on with this here today. Guess what? Your coaches are going to follow your lead. Your coaches are going to notice that you're adding coaches. They're going to notice that you're doing the steps to grow, and they're going to follow behind you. That's why I always say we have to lead by example. It means you're moving in the right direction, and your business is going to grow. I mean, I don't really feel like I need to say much more after that, but it's true. Your business is going to grow because you're inviting. All right, so number 1, just get out of your own head. Well, I think it was, I'm going to pick on Laurel for a second because it was on the team page. She said she was overthinking inviting. We all overthink inviting. We all wonder who we should invite. Should I invite so-and-so? Should I not invite so-and-so? We got to quit with that. Like, the overthinking that's in our head. We just invite everybody that we come in contact with, because at the end of the day, your goal is to invite every single person in your warm market. That is your goal. So you got to get out of your own head. We are our own worst fear. We're our own worst enemy. And the reason we're not inviting half the time isn't because we don't want to talk to other people. It's because we're afraid of rejection. We're afraid of what they're going to say, or we're just afraid to send that message. Guys, I still go through that. I literally send a message. I walk away from my screen. Trust me, I still do it. Way to go, Kim. Okay, number 2, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. How many times have we heard this quote? Does anybody find inviting comfortable? Raise your hand if you find inviting like the most comforting thing in the world. Anybody? Anybody at all? Yeah, I didn't think so. No one likes inviting. The top coaches will tell you, I don't like to invite. Like, no one likes to do it. It's not a fun thing to do. It's the fear of rejection. It's the fear of failure. It's the fear of no. But we have to do it anyways. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I was going to say that like 20 times tonight. People aren't going to come to you. If people came to one another when they needed help, there wouldn't be violence. There wouldn't be people attempting suicide. There wouldn't be people unhappy. There wouldn't be people obese or unhealthy, because they would automatically go for somebody to help. But nobody likes to go to people for help. So if you think people are just going to come out of the woodworks and be like, hey, I want to be a coach, it's not going to happen most of the time unless you have a really big social media following. Sorry, I see chat, so I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, nope, nothing yet. So you have to, sorry, I lost my notes. People want your help, but guys, you got to reach out to them, okay? You have to reach out to them. They're probably going to tell you no. They may tell you no 5 or 6 times. I told Lisa no for an entire year. Maricela told me no for 2 years. Lindsay Sessions told me no for 1.5 years. We've all said no probably once or twice to our coach that invited us. I mean, some of you were really gung-ho about it. But for the most part, most of us said no. But it's not going to get any easier unless you do it more. So we have to start with baby steps. If you don't invite 1 a day. Then you're going to get comfortable inviting 1, and then you're going to go to 2, and then you're going to go to 3, and you're going to work your way up till eventually it becomes a habit. Logan, I'll go over that at the end. I just want to go through the notes, and then I'll circle back to everything because I'll lose my track. Let's go. You guys know me. And number 3, quit giving a crap what other people think. Basically what the motivational speech talk about, the haters. I don't know if you guys follow me on Snapchat. I got these really awesome sunglasses. I really don't care if people hate them. I think they're adorable. And somebody had the audacity to snap me and say, those look hideous on you, and they're really ugly. Okay, cool. Have a great day. Good luck with your life. Like, I don't need you in my life. There's going to be people like that. The old me, the me before I did personal development, would have really, really cared what that person thought. But what is that benefiting my life by caring what other people think? Other people aren't going to let you quit your job. Other people's opinions aren't going to pay off your debt. Other people's opinions aren't going to allow you to let your family travel. Like, other people's opinions don't pay your bills. So I don't know why we let other people impact us so much. And this is coming from a chronic people pleaser. Jasmine, she knows what's up. We went through like a people pleaser, like Snapchat negotiation today. But you got to quit caring what other people think. Often I hear, well, I don't want to post a sweaty selfie because I'm afraid my family will get sick of it. Guys, can I be really honest with you right now? I'd rather see sweaty selfies all day than this crap about politics and whatever else is going on in the world of Pokemon. Like, I'm just being serious. I'd rather be motivated by fitness than seeing this political crap in my newsfeed every single day. Who cares if your family members get sick of you? They either have the option to B, unfriend you, or B, unfollow you. You guys know my motto. If it motivates one person, it's completely worth it. Every single day use Pokemon as fitness. That I'm okay with. But every day I'm posting live videos of doing my workouts. Some people have gotten sick of them, but a lot of people are telling me it motivates them to get up and work out. I had somebody that like shared their sweaty selfie on my like page, A, because I asked them to, but B, because they actually worked out because I was like, hey, do this. Just don't care what other people think, guys, okay? All right. I told you this is a very hodgepodge phone call, so you're going to just have to be prepared to bounce around. So let's talk about different ways to invite, okay? Oh, yes. Oh, my God, this dog. Sorry, and if I mess with my hair a lot, I have a fan on me because it's 90 degrees in my office. Okay, so different ways to invite. The first way to invite is a very indirect way to invite, and it's a call to action. We've talked about these before. So what do I mean by a call to action? Like an actual post that says you're now hiring. Now, obviously, you need to go more in depth than that. We've all seen them before. Every coach has their own way of doing them. You have to do these once a week. I don't care if it's crickets on your post and you don't get a lot of interaction. What's going to happen is people are going to start seeing these every single week. They're going to remember you. When somebody brings up T25, they're going to come to you. When somebody brings up Shakeology, they're going to come to you. I don't know if my new coach is on this call. My new coach, Angie, she and I were talking. She goes, yeah, my coworker gave me a sample of Shakeology and I really liked it. She goes, but I told her I was already working with the coach because I've been following you for a while. She remembers me because I'm constant in her life. You have to do call to actions once a week. Look at my Facebook page. There's lots of different ways to do them. I know Chrissy has done them. I know Emily's done them. I'm looking for people on my screen. Katrina and Cara have done them. Look at these Facebook pages for inspiration ideas. Now, don't copy and paste their stuff. Like, you can copy and paste and like pick apart and make it your own. But you have to do these once a week. Do a schedule. Every single Sunday, you're going to do a call to action. And you can say every single week, I'm looking for 3 to 5 people. People don't know if you've signed up those 3 to 5 people from last week. Like, it doesn't matter. Call to action once a week. And on top of that, always message the people that like those posts. It can be like, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. Are you interested in more information? If not, totally okay, but thank you so much for supporting me. It's a very indirect and very easy way to invite. Easy peasy, okay? Number 2, post a sneak peek. We do these once a month. We got to get better at inviting to these. The last one was a great turnout, which maybe not a great turnout, but we had a lot of new coaches join from that sneak peek, which is pretty awesome. So sneak peek's another great way to invite to coaching as well. This is the one that most people hate. Personally message and invite somebody. So today in the video on the team page, I asked you guys to tell me who you were going to invite to the page, and I will pick a winner, I promise. And I didn't get a lot of responses. We should be inviting every single person on our friends list. Every single person. And I'll go more in depth at the end. I don't want to like overshoot it. But honestly, like, we can't just pick and choose who we're going to invite. We can't pick and choose who gets to hear about this opportunity. We can't pick and choose who likes this change. You have no idea where they're at in their life, and they may need this. Now, you can choose to invite in ways that feel good for you. Some people form. I don't form. I don't sit there and do a 2-week conversation. I invite them and get to know them as I'm having a conversation. Your messages could be like, hey, if it's somebody that likes your post constantly, like, hey, thank you so much for always encouraging me. I really appreciate it. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Have you ever thought about this like whole coaching thing? I just think you'd be really great at it. I'd love to tell you more about it. If not, it's totally no big deal. P.S. Those shoes looked really cute the other day. Add a personal touch at the end of it so it doesn't sound like a spam automated message. So, but some people like to get to know these people before they invite, and that's totally okay. We all have different methods. If you want to get to know somebody, that's totally fine, and then ease on into the conversation and invite them, totally cool. Do what works best for you. Number 4, your challengers. Guys, if you are not running a challenge group, you're killing your business. People don't like what I'm saying. They're all leaving. You will kill your business if you are not running a challenge group. I've ran one consistently for the last 3.5 years. Challengers are where I'm getting most of my coaches from. So how do you know who are going to be your rock star coaches? Sorry. Emily, you'll have to explain that because I don't form. So you'll have to explain that. Sorry, I'm trying to like keep with my notes and keep with the chat. So who are going to be your rock star coaches? They're going to be your rock star challengers, the ones that are showing up daily, doing more than just a weigh-in. We know those challengers, the ones that just show up on Monday and then they're gone for the other 7 days of the week. We know those challengers. You want the ones that are participating daily. You want the ones that are motivating others. I can count on my challengers on a daily basis to comment and like other people's posts and really cheer them on. Commenting on those. Good results using Shaco and BB Junkies. We've all have those. The BB Junkies, the ones that order every single program, but for whatever reason, they're not a coach. Those are the people you should be inviting to the message. And this is a really simple message that you can send them. Hey girl, how are you? You are kicking butt in our challenge group. Have you ever thought about coaching? You're already doing what I do in the challenge group, and I think you would be amazing at it. Let me know if you have any questions or if you've thought about it. If not, no big deal. Keep kicking butt. Can't wait to see your results next week. That is the easiest way to invite. They already know what a challenge group is. They already know what coaching is because they're in your challenge group. So why not invite these people? They're already bettering their lives, their health and fitness. Stephanie Parks, I don't know if she's on this call. I have 2 screens tonight. She was in challenge groups before she got invited because that's how she found out about this whole coaching thing. Do not be afraid to invite your challengers. If you're not running a challenge group, you need to start. There's no excuses why you shouldn't be doing a challenge group. None whatsoever. Hook up with your upline. Post in the team page. You have to be running them. Another thing I've been doing more recently too with my challenge group is anytime I have a new challenger, I announce in the challenge group that they've joined our team, just like we do in the team page. I'm like, so I don't know if I have anybody on this call that joined recently, but I'll be like, hey, Lisa just became a coach today. Super excited. She's taking her health and fitness to a new level. Simple, easy. I'm just letting people know, and it's still about fitness. I also post about my sneak peeks and my challenge groups. It is your group. Do not be afraid to post about Beachbody and sneak peeks, guys. There's 0 reasons. I wish I could turn this chat off. I love you guys, but it's like a little squirrel every single time I see it. Keep chatting though. I forgot what I say. Don't be afraid to post about Beachbody in your challenge groups. So announce when new coaches join, invite them to the sneak peeks. Okay. Let's go to the next set of notes. Told you I had lots of notes. Let's talk about customers already, like if they're already customers that you should be inviting. So there's this amazing thing when you hit Emerald, you get free leads from Beachbody. You should be emailing these leads every single month. I don't care if you never hear from them, every single month. They're the people that are eventually and hopefully going to become a coach. Debbie was a lead and she became a coach. Leads do become coaches, guys. Send emails to your Shakeology customers every month. My Shakeology customers probably hate me every single month. I'm like, hey, your next Shakeology's coming out. You ready to become a coach for that discount? You could save $16 every single month. I even said to somebody the other day, hey, by the way, you could have had 2 free bags already this year if you just sign up for the discount. Like, I know her well enough I can say that. You should be inviting your Shakeology customers every single month. All right, guys, every single month. And again, don't prejudge. Don't just think in your head, this person's not going to be a coach automatically because of whatever reason. You have to invite every single person you come in contact with. And then I've posted about this random tip in the team page many times. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I just posted in Lisa's team page the other day. When somebody is ready to get a challenge pack, like they've committed, give them the option to become a coach. This is the easiest way to invite. I believe Esther is how Esther, I always say her name like 5 different ways. I'll get on the train eventually. When she was committed to a challenge pack, I was like, all right, these are your options. You can either be a customer or a coach. They both cost the same. Either one is totally fine. If you're a coach, you get your Shakeology $15 cheaper every single month. Let me know. Either way, I'm here for you. You should be asking it's loud in this neighborhood tonight. I don't know what is going on. But you should be asking every single challenge pack purchaser to become a coach. If you're not, 1, you're just doing a disservice to them. And 2, if I found out that I could save on my Shakeology every single month and you failed to keep that for me, I would be looking for a new coach because I would be thinking you just want my commission. And that's me keeping it 100% real with you guys. Like if you're not inviting them to save on the discount, I'd be looking for a new coach if I found out. That's just me. It's like if you went to Kohl's and they said you can't use this 30% coupon, you're probably going to go to another store and do your shopping. Just think about it that way. All right, let's talk about how to attract coaches in your posting. What happens a lot of times is we are talking and we are posting, but nobody is listening and nobody is liking. Have we been there? How many of us have been there? Yeah. I like to have all your faces looking at me. That's why I ask questions to see if you guys are paying attention. And did you know I can see all of you guys when I'm on this call? Just so you know if you guys do that. Or are you reaching for customers in every which way? It'd be like me posting, be like, hey moms, I'm looking for new moms to join my team. I don't know crap about motherhood. I don't know crap about kids or babies. Like I don't know anything about that. So my posts are not geared towards moms. My posts are geared towards dog moms and planner people and people with PCOS and endometriosis. How many people on this call right now are planner girls? Yeah, about half of our team is, because that's what almost all of us have in common. That's where a lot of my coaches are coming from because of my posting. A lot of my coaches have PCOS or endometriosis or are pet animals moms. Yeah, there are moms on the teams, and my posts are geared towards those that I am attracted to, geared towards those that I get along with. You have to be posting towards your ideal person. So call to action number 1. Get your pen and papers ready. Pretend you're listening to me. I want you guys to write down 10 things about you. You don't have to do it right this moment, but I just want you to have it like so you're ready to go for after the call. 10 things that are about you. Mom. And I don't want to see fitness or beach body, okay, guys? That is not allowed. It can be crafter, planner, mom, dog mom, whatever kind of mom you may be. But I want you to write 10 things about you. And I want you guys to start posting about those things. If you love to cook, share recipes. If you love to bake, share recipes. If you hate to cook, talk about hating to cook. I'm like the worst wife in the world. I hate to cook. I hate to clean. I hate to do laundry. Like my poor husband got the worst trifecta of all 3 of them. So people know I don't cook. And when I do cook, it's a big deal and I share it. But you're always looking for new posts that aren't just fitness. So post about those things that are about you. And what you're going to notice is people are going to start coming to you because they're drawn to those type of posts. They're drawn to what you're talking about. So post towards those that you want to be on your team. But also never exclude somebody that doesn't fit in with that ideal person. So, for example, let's say Amanda Candies wasn't a planner person. She is a mom. I would be like, oh, no, you have kids. You can't be a coach in my team. No, don't do that. Just because they don't fit in with that list of people that you're attracted to, like your niche market, doesn't mean you shouldn't let them join your team. And you may disagree with me, but we are not Lindsay Matway. We are not Melanie Mitchell. We should not be turning away any coaches. You are not at a point in your business where you can be like, no, I'm good. I don't need another coach on my team. You're not at that point in your business. I don't think you should ever be at that point in your business. So don't turn people away. Some ideas for posting for ways to get people attracted to the coaching process as well. People want to belong, guys. That's why one of our vital behaviors is recognition. People just want to belong to something, to a friendship, to a group, to something. Guys, I didn't have friends in high school. I was the person that ate lunch in my teacher's classroom every single day. That was me. I have a group. I have a community. I have you guys rallying behind me daily. Like, that's an amazing feeling, and you should be sharing those type of things on your Facebook page. I just talked about that last night on my like page, and I got a ton of interaction. You should be recognizing coaches and challengers daily. It's a vital behavior. Recognition daily. Recognize your challengers. I have challengers that don't necessarily want to share their pictures or want me to post about them. So I'll be like, hey, my challenge group lost 55 pounds this week. How awesome is that? Recognize other coaches that aren't in your downline if you don't know who to recognize. I just recognized Jasmine a couple days ago on my like page, and she's not one of my PS coaches, but hello, she's a mom and she has abs. Hello, I'm going to recognize her. People want to belong. And the more you recognize and you talk about the coaching opportunity, people are going to feel like they already belong to it. Talk about your vacations. If you're going to Summit, talk about going to Summit. Talk about the friendships. Talk about the aspect. The more that somebody already feels like they belong, the easier it is for them to join because they already feel the vibe and the energy from you as a coach and from the team. I promise. Don't make it all about you. It's tacky. Have we heard that country song? It's I don't know who it's by. It's a very old song because my grandmother used to sing it, but it's like all about me, 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 and it's the song's literally this guy just talks about him. Don't be that person. I want to talk about me. Thank you, Travis. Travis, you are a wealth of information. It's called by Toby Keith. Thank you. But literally, nobody wants to listen to you talk about you all the time. Nobody wants to only see like your before and after. Share the team before and after. Because when it's all about you, no one wants to belong to that. Like they just want to feel like they belong to something else. And you isn't really the best tactic to go about it. And remember, people are watching you guys. You may not think about it, but people are absolutely 100% watching you. That's why when the beginning of the political season on a call, I said, I never want to see one political post from you. I know it's kind of weird to think, but you're a coach now. And people are looking up to you. And people will quickly unfollow you if they get annoyed with you or if they don't like something you're going to say. Now, listen to me real quick before somebody like tunes me out or rolls their eyes. You still need to be you. I posted on social media yesterday that I struggled to get through my workout. I had a really, really hard day yesterday, and I shared that on my social media. It's okay to share the struggles, but really watch what you talk about and really watch what you say because it can really hinder you. The minute you become a coach, you basically have the public eye on you, so just be careful about what you post. And I'm not going to go on any ranting tips because that's a whole nother conversation for another day. All right, so 6 posting tips for you guys, and then I have 8 random tips, and then I'll open it up to the lots of chats in there. Number 1, guys, you have to be enthusiastic. People will know if you're being fake. Be enthusiastic about what's happening in your fitness. Be enthusiastic what's happening in your journey, what's happening with your business, what's happening with your team. And again, don't complain. If you complain, put a positive spin on it because people don't want to be surrounded by negativity. They want to be surrounded by positivity. But you also need to be real. So it's kind of like a catch-22. So like I said yesterday, I shared like I had a bad day. But at the end, I said, I'm still pushing through my workout because I have to do that. And I had at least 4 or 5 people message me and say, thank you. Like even on the hard days, I never want to work out, but you push me to do so. So you can complain, but put a positive twist on it. Number 2, be authentic. Be as real as you can be. Nobody's expecting you to be a fitness model, a size 2, the perfect abs. Nobody's expecting that. I have like finally like kind of like zeroed in on the real authentic me. And I have been very real on my like page. Like for me, it's very uncomfortable to work out in just like a sports bra and like shorts. Like it's uncomfortable for me. I don't like to do it, but I did it a couple days ago because it was hotter than hell in my basement. And I was on live video and I got so much respect and so much feedback and people, I literally, my inbox was flooded with messages just saying like, thank you. Thank you for being real. Thank you for not being afraid to show like your stomach jiggling and your like whatever the words were that they use. People will respect it and they're going to be a lot more gravitated towards you than if you're just trying to be this perfect person. Number 3, post about the business. I know I already talked about this, but honestly, guys, people need to know there's an opportunity for them. So if you're not posting about the business, people aren't going to come to you. I had a coach that came to me the other day and they're like, so-and-so became a coach. And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I was like, have you shared that you're a coach yet? Because I haven't seen a post. She's like, no. Well, no wonder so-and-so signed up with the other person. A, they don't know you're a coach, and B, you haven't invited them. You got to, 1, announce you're a coach, and 2, you have to post about the coaching opportunity. Also, post about it indirectly in your message, like in your post. So not every single post should be like, join me. But like, I think Chrissy's a great example. She shared her last week results, and she's like, if you haven't chopped on this train yet, like, why haven't you? Or something along those lines. Those probably were not the right words, but we're going to go with that's along the lines of what she was saying. Those are very indirect ways to invite to the business. Not every invite has to be a cold message. There are very indirect ways to do it. Number 4, this is my favorite one. Post about objections. I've done an entire team call about this. You can find it either in the team page or YouTube, one of the two. So here's an example. I don't get objections for prices. I always feel bad when somebody comes to me like, Ashley, I got an objection for a price. What do I do? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't get those objections. I legit, it's like shocks me every time somebody's like, how much is this? I'm like, crap, I don't want to tell you how much this is. We've all been there where they're like, all right, so how much is it? And we're like, we don't want to answer this question. When I tell people how much it is, they don't turn away because I talk about those objections in my posts. I talk about those objections in my live videos. If you're getting objections about them being too busy, you should be talking about that in your post. If you're getting objections from people saying, I'm not at my ideal size yet, talk about it in your post. Guys, that was my excuse for an entire year. I kept telling Lisa, I'm not at my goal weight. I'm not at my goal weight. I can't be a coach. Guess what? When I became a coach, I still wasn't at my goal weight, and I met my goal weight after I became a coach. Talk about the objections in your post. Number 5, does anybody have a guess what it is? It starts with the word C. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody at all? Somebody? Somebody say, no, not courage. Thank you. Consistency. People means that they're on my calls every single week because this word comes out of my mouth every single week. You guys have got to be consistent. You can't just drop off the face of the earth for a week every single month. You can't just decide you're going to coach for a month and then take 2 months off and then dive back in. You got to get out of that cycle. You have to be consistent with your posting. I'm posting on my lake page like 6 to 8 times a day. I am in people's faces. They know who I am, and it's amazing. I had somebody the other day, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can do a feature where you can like put somebody's post to be the first post you see when you sign on to Facebook. I don't know if you guys know this. I have it with top coaches. And somebody the other day told me I was one of their top people. I was like, I've made it into the world. But it's because I'm consistent with my postings. You have to be consistent with inviting. You have to be consistent with your call to actions. You have to be consistent across the board. And number 6, this is really hard for some people. But all I could think of was swear. Oh, that was not the word I was saying. Talk about the success, guys. It's hard to talk about our success sometimes. Like, we don't want to put ourselves in the spotlight. But people, at the end of the day, this is a business. So people want to know how you're being successful. And it's awkward sometimes to talk about it. So talk about Summit. Talk about the prizes that you've earned. Talk about the free vacations you've earned. I'm going to talk about me walking across stage at Summit next week. Like, it's kind of awkward because I don't really like to brag about myself. It's just, it's awkward for everybody. But people want to know how you can be successful in this business, and people want to see about that. When you rank up, my 6 people on Team Fire to Get Fit, 6 people ranking up tomorrow, I better be seeing it on your freaking news feeds, guys. I'm just saying, people want to read about that. All right, I have got 7 random tips for you guys, and I saved the biggest one for last. I told you this is all over the place. 1, pick 2 forms of social media. This comes in hand with inviting. You can't just be on Facebook. You can do a like page or your personal page, but you got to be on another form of social media. And guys, Snapchat does not count as a second form of social media. It is an extension to your 2 forms of social media. 2, clean up your social media. Remember those college days where we drank? And we have those pictures on our Facebook. And you know the times where you're on Instagram and you're like, why did somebody just like that picture from 58 weeks ago? Yeah, people are going to go fishing. So go clean up your social media. If you don't want people to see it, get rid of it. 3, good cover photo, profile picture we've talked about. Number 4, hold on, I got to find my paper. Raise of hands. How many of you are using a tracker weekly? I don't care if it's not this exact one. How many of you are tracking your business weekly? All right, if you're not tracking your business weekly, that ends today. Guys, I didn't track my business for 2 years, 2 full years. I also didn't do personal development for 2 full years because I found it to be silly. You got to track your, number 6. Talk about success. That was number 6. Sorry. You have to be tracking your business daily. If I didn't track my business daily, I would not remember to follow up with the 4 names that I have below. There is no way that you can keep track of every single conversation that you have. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to look at my BAT tomorrow and be like, Ashley, you did 2 days of personal development. No wonder why you were crying your eyes out during your workout yesterday, because you're not getting your personal development in. This is a great way to track what you're doing wrong in your business and what you need to work on. All right, number 5. Guys, never give up. You know, my least favorite thing in the world is getting a coach cancellation. I'm like, why are you quitting? I just wasn't seeing success, or nothing was happening. This is a tough business. Raise of hands that have been with me for over 6 months. How many times have you guys thought about, you guys are raising your hands already and I haven't even asked the question. You guys are ready. Raise your hands if you've been with me for 6 months and you've thought probably weekly about quitting, but you haven't. That's a lot of hands. Guys, this business is hard. Chrissy gets to listen to me once a week in voice memos. Lisa gets to listen to me about once a month and lose my mind. I mean, it's hard. I almost went through, 2 years ago, I legit told Lisa I'm quitting. Like, I'm out. Peace out. And here I am. All right, Chrissy, be nice. Be nice. But honestly, guys, this business is hard. But man, it is so fulfilling. And you guys know my story, so I'm not going to like go into detail. But guys, I wouldn't be able to just he's going to go to dog daycare if he keeps it up. I wouldn't be able to just like go paint my house for the day with my husband. We wouldn't be in Columbus if it wasn't for this business. It gets hard. There's days I want to quit. Trust me, there are days I legit am like, I'm done. I'm out. But I remember how many lives I've changed. I remember how many lives I'm going to change. I remember the impact that I'm going to make on people's lives. That's what keeps me going. You guys keep me going day in and day out. You can't give up in this business. Number 6 kind of ties in with number 5, but don't get discouraged. Every time you hear a no, I think of hell yes. That's a possibility coming back at me in the future. No's don't get me discouraged anymore. I invited 39 people the other day, and all 39 people told me no. That's okay. Half of them will be back. Half of them will be coaches. It may be next month. It may be 2 years from now. I don't really know, but no's mean not right nows. If you get discouraged in this business, I really need you to dig deep into personal development, guys, okay? Number 7, this is a gift. Coaching is a gift. That's why we have to invite people. If Lisa wouldn't have nagged me, and it's nag. We're going to say the word nag. For a year, she loves me. I don't know where I would be. I don't know where my marriage would be. I don't know where I would be at like job-wise. I was working for 50 hours a week in retail management, every holiday, every weekend, every night. And I rarely saw my husband. So Lord knows where our marriage would be. Lord knows where we would be financially. Who knows where I would be health and fitness-wise because I struggled really bad. This is a gift. And now I'm going to tie in to number 8. By not inviting, this is like essentially, if you take anything away from this call, it is this right now. By not inviting, you're holding somebody else's story hostage. You're holding somebody else's dreams, somebody else's future hostage. And I want to kind of call on somebody for a second. Anybody, you can nominate yourself to talk. I'm not going to pick somebody. I want somebody who was hesitant about joining this business, that was invited. I feel like somebody just told me to hush, but that was invited, and how coaching has changed your life. Can one person answer that for me? Just one. Make it quick. Anybody. Oh, somebody left because they didn't want to talk. Really? Nobody. Chrissy, Cara, somebody.
I was literally just unmuting myself.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean, you didn't really invite me though, so.
I know you're not really. You don't really. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I kind of approached you.
Okay, well, just talk about how it changed your life.
Okay, well, before I joined the business, I moved to Canada and I had 0 friends, 0 human interaction on a daily basis, except for my boyfriend. I couldn't stick to a program. I was really unhappy. I had 0 self-confidence, and that's like 180 now. I don't even wear makeup anymore because I'm like, whatever, if people don't like me, I don't care. So that's changed.
Perfect. I'll take it. I'll take one more person.
Ashley, I can attest to the inviting.
Okay.
So I'm the best, well, not the best, but well, I am the best, but the best person to say that when you have an event and you're a sneak peek. So Ashley keeps makes the event for the sneak peek and says, go invite people. And she says, go invite everyone, right? Don't prejudge them. Go invite everyone. I was invited to one of her sneak peeks. She had she didn't ever think that I was.
I'm the same.
And time out. I'm going to butt in on Emily. When I told my husband that Emily was joining the sneak peek, he's like, she's not going to become a coach. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea why she's joining the sneak peek. Emily would have been one of the people I never invited to this business. All right, Emily, go ahead.
So, and she did. I don't know why, because pressed the button, and she didn't even know I was doing Beachbody stuff before that, which I had. But my coach, and then remember when she said that if your coach doesn't tell you about the discount, they'll get mad at you and go find someone else? Yeah. The first coach that I bought my challenge pack for never told me about the discount on Shakeology. So there you go. So I am a testament to these 2 points that she had. So I would just say that make sure you're not prejudging, invite everyone, and share the discount with everyone.
Thanks,
and
Emily.
My life.
And I'm so excited she's on this team because she's one of the rockstar coaches. But it's true, like, if I wouldn't have invited Emily to that event, I don't know if I would have ever invited her to the business. I really didn't know Emily. I met her maybe once or twice through my husband, and that was and I think Emily was one of those people I randomly friend requested because I just went through a spell where I added all my husband's friends. But it's true, guys. By not inviting, potentially there is a life that you are not helping change. Beachbody has the opportunity to change so many lives, but you got to get out of your own head, and you have to get over that fear of inviting. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions. Man, this was a longer call than usual. To see if anybody has any questions while I dig through the chats. Or if anybody has Emily, you had something to add in about forming?
Yeah. So if you are on the forming boat, like you really want to have conversations with people before you do the invite, you just have to make sure everyone's, or whoever you are doing this, that you're aware that takes time, and you need to build that timing into kind of like your pipeline of invitations. So you need to be starting so many conversations now, so that hopefully half of those conversations in the next month you can invite to, right? Because if you're just like, I don't want you as in anyone to sit there and go, well, I'm forming them and then I'll invite them, but use the forming as the excuse to never actually invite them. So you really need to have it planned out pretty well and a pipeline of a gajillion conversations. That way, every day you can be inviting someone that you've been forming. Does that make sense? That's just something I can see people using it as a crutch, and I don't want.
And remember, this business is about 30 days behind. The people that you're inviting right now are going to be the people that join you next month. So when I say don't take time off, because you're really going to have to hustle very, very hard the next month because you didn't have any conversation starting the month after. So for example, Country Heat's released next week. You guys should be talking about Country Heat because that's where your August people are going to come from. Not necessarily everybody, but you know what I mean. I'm going back through and double checking to see if I missed anything. Does anybody have any other questions? If not, I'm going to end with something, and then I'll let you guys know what I'm doing after the call. No? No questions? All right. Well, thank you guys for hopping on tonight. Tomorrow's a big day in the team page. I counted it earlier. We have 1 new diamond. We have 5 new emeralds. So there's going to be a lot of chatter in the team page. So guys, take a moment tomorrow and say congratulations to every single person that ranks up. Remember how it felt when they did that to you. There's a lot of new coaches on the team, so make sure you welcome them. So a lot of stuff's happening in the next week. Make sure you guys are tuned into the team page. There'll be lots of posting during Summit. It's going to be a very, very good and exciting week. I will keep you up to date with all of the announcements. If not me, other coaches there at Summit will be keeping up with the announcements. Again, there is no call next week. I want you guys to tune into the live stream of the opening and closing ceremonies if you can. Usually, that is a great question, Elizabeth, and I have no idea. I will let you know. I don't know because I just go by the drum of the beat for Nashville. I'll let you know. I'll find out. I know after the call, I always hang out and talk. I will be staying on, but I am not talking. I will be working the business because my call to action. After this call, guys, go and invite people. If you've been pushing for Emerald, now's the time to push, guys. Thursday's not here yet. You still have the power to rank up tomorrow if you want to. So I will be staying on. If anybody would like to stay on with me, I will turn on some music and we will work this business together, and we can chat if you have questions about it. But you guys have a great night. And again, if you're staying on, it's because you're working the business. You guys have a great night. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye, guys. Where's my record?